Hi, good afternoon. It's that time of the week where we go live and we talk about this and that. Just going to give a couple of minutes for people to join in. As always, I'm looking to the side to make sure everything is working, everything is according. And hold on. Just let me go over a couple of housekeeping things here. I'm sharing the link. All right. It's posted now. Or so I thought. Post. There we go. If you're here in the chat, feel free to say hello. Today, I have two topics in mind. So you tell me which one you want to talk about because I'm tired of talking to myself, people, please. So we can either talk about my top homemaking tips or my top tips for the Flylady system, like how I simplified it and made it super duper easy to follow, because I love the Flylady system and Marla and all of that stuff. But if you go on her website, it can be a bit confusing. So I've studied it for many years and now I've simplified it and can talk all about it. It's been working for my family and I for the past, I believe, 4 years now. And I definitely have some things to say about that. So you vote. And we'll wait a couple of minutes for the people to vote. If for anybody coming in, please say hello to me. Hi. So I'm not talking to myself. I am here live on the chat. And today is a very fun and exciting day because I have two topics that we can talk about, but I'm not sure which one we should go with. So you get to vote. You get to pick today's topic. And it's either my top homemaking tips, like my top homemaking tips that I suggest for anybody wanting to be a homemaker or is a homemaker, or my tips on the Flylady system, my super secret streamlined tips that I've used to simplify the whole entire system. Don't get me wrong, the Flylady system again is amazing and I love Marla and all of that. Her website though, it's a bit confusing. So I've done the research so you don't have to, and I have lots to say about that as well. So you choose. We're going to wait a couple of minutes and then we'll talk about whichever topic was chosen. And don't mind my hair. Live and let live. Am I right? What are you going to do? So while we wait, hello, how was your Labor Day, everybody? If you celebrate that or if they have it in your country as well. Waiting for more people to come on in and vote. Say it in the chat. Say it in the chat which one you want to talk about. Otherwise, what am I gonna? I would flip a coin, but I don't think I have a coin handy. Just waiting and watching and waiting. I'm looking for a coin actually. In case somebody says anything. But you know what? No, let me not look for a coin because I believe someone is going to come on the chat and talk and say hello and pick the topic that we're going to talk about today. So I would not look for that coin. I'm counting on you people. Singing and dancing and waiting. Don't mind me. Okay, we're gonna wait a few more minutes. Hopefully somebody can come and help me pick the topic. Otherwise, I don't know. What should we do? I guess I'll be forced to pick one. I guess. So about the Flylady system and the tips and tricks I use to make it simple, or my top homemaking tips. You pick. which one we're going to talk about today. I have two topics of interest. Is the chat even working? I don't know because no one's talking to me. Let's see. Seems to be working. Oh, so it is working. So just no one's talking to me yet, I guess. That's it. It's okay though. I guess we could always make this a video later if nobody comes. But I do believe that people are going to come and help me to choose a topic. Once again, the topics are my top secret simplified Flylady tips that I've used over the years to help to simplify the system, or my homemaking tips, my top homemaking tips in general, not necessarily about the Flylady system. So let me know in the chat. We're gonna wait one more minute. I guess, I don't know. I guess I'll choose a topic. But it would be so much fun if somebody could help me choose it. I was stuck between the two for a reason. It's not an easy choice. I wonder if the chat is not working for others. If the chat is not working, can I know that YouTube lets you send like hearts or comments, or maybe a comment, or I have the page here open too again, or just some sort of emoji so that I can know that you guys are here. It's just not working for whatever reason. So if you send me like let's see, like a let's see, which one should we use? The party time one. If you send me like a party time emoji, I'll know that the chat is not working. And if you send me a heart emoji, I'll know that the chat is working, but you're just being shy. So let's see which emoji comes. Party, the chat isn't working. Heart emoji, it's working, but I'm shy. Do. All right, folks, 30 more seconds. Then I guess I'll eeny, meeny, miny, moe it. I couldn't pick between the two. I don't know. They're both topics that I'm interested in. So one topic is the Flylady system and how I've simplified it to make it fit for my family and just make it super duper simple. I know the website is a bit hard to understand, but love Marla, love her system. And then the other topic is my homemaking tips, like what I wish I would have known or something like this, or what has been working for me homemaking wise, not necessarily about the Flylady system, not even necessarily about cleaning, because homemaking is a bunch of stuff. All right, so here we go, I guess. Okay, so I guess we'll go with the Flylady, since I haven't spoken on that topic and for a while now, and yeah, okay. Yes, okay, so Flylady it is. So we have the Flylady system, and I follow the Flylady system. It is a super duper awesome system to follow. I absolutely love it. It's been working for my family and I for so many years now, like about 4 years, and my home have gone from chaos to clean with the help of the Flylady system. By chaos, I mean in all caps, CHAOS. Can't have anyone over syndrome. And my home went from chaos to clean, small by small, with the Flylady system. My home was at a place where, not even exaggerating, you couldn't walk through the floors without stepping on something. Have you ever seen the show Hoarders? Yeah, something along those lines. I'm not kidding. I didn't have children at the time, thanks be to God, because that would be insane. But that's why I always joke, my home is better now. Well, it's not really a joke, it's the truth. My home is better now than before I had my two boys, even though they're a bit rambunctious and they go up and down the house all about making a mess, for lack of a better word, playing, expressing their creativity. Yeah, all of those things. So they so it's much better now. But so before back then. I was fully working outside the home. Anyone can start the system, whether you're in the home or out of it. I was fully working outside the home. Plus, I was going to school and all of that, to college, and everything was, what are you gonna do? Anyway, so everything was a mess. And I was really overwhelmed and I didn't know what to do. And I just wanted to give up. Like, I literally wanted to just give up, like leave and start over. But guess what? You can't, because all the stuff is there and all things are there, important and not important, both the same. So to just get up and leave, that wouldn't be a very nice thing to do to the landlord. It was an apartment, and not to mention we would lose the deposit. Plus, I felt bad for the guy. He was, it wouldn't be right to do that to anyone. So I decided, okay, even if we end up moving after this, because I'm completely done, I will I will do what I can. And at that moment, I prayed, asked the Lord for help, and what should I do? And believe it or not, I got introduced to the Flylady system on Google. I don't know why I've never saw it before. I've always Googled stuff like this before, because my home was complete and utter chaos. Like, I have so many stories if you want to hear it, to the tune of I almost put an out of order sign in my bathroom, and I almost left the keys inside because I didn't want people to come in and see, but then I would have been locked out. So it was just that bad. It was so bad. Like, you couldn't open the front door, barely. You had to like push you right through, because there was so much stuff. Anyway, so that's to paint a picture right there. That was my starting point. So if I could do it, I know that anyone can do it. And then I found the Flylady system, and it was like little by little kind of stuff, and I just was so inspired. Now, I originally wanted to start with the baby steps, right? But I couldn't even get to my kitchen hardly, let alone the sink. So I did instead, I was doing the system. I just jumped right into the system. And in this apartment, another place, I did a different thing, and I'll tell you about that as well. But in this particular apartment, since things were so bad, I couldn't get to my sink to shine it or anything like that. So I just started by the front door, and I started working clockwise around the home, small by small, 50 minutes, 50 minutes, just as the Flylady suggests. Now, I did try to follow the zones as best as I could, but as I said, my home was in complete chaos. So the zones, or the rooms, the Flylady system is broken up into zones. There are 5 different zones. The first zone is the entryway, then second zone is the kitchen, third zone is the another room and your primary bathroom. So say, like, is your main bathroom, not the master bathroom. If we don't have a master bathroom, but if you had a master bathroom, not that one, the one that everyone uses, guests and everyone like that, that in another room. Other room could be a sunroom, an office, your child's room, a basement, an attic. Anything that's not listed in the zones that I'm listing is another room. 4 is the bedroom, master bedroom, a master bathroom, and master closet if you have one. And 5 is the living room, family room, all this kind of stuff. And I believe the dining room is mixed in with that. The reason why not so sure about the dining room, because I actually do my dining with my entry. Actually, I believe originally it's the dining and entry. Don't quote me on that. I will link the page down below where she explains it all. But my living room is quite small, as is my dining room, as is my entryway. So so I sometimes, depending on how week, because every week is its own, right? But the first week and the 5th week is a bit tricky, because sometimes they're long, right? And sometimes they're short. Sometimes it's one day. Like, I believe that this weekend that just passed with zone 1 was one day. And so depending on that, I'll lump the living room with whichever zone is longer. Just because if it's one day, the dining room, I don't have to worry about my dining room, because it's literally just a table, flowers, chandelier. And I dust on the weekly home blessing day, which we will cover that too if there's time. And I clean the table after the after dinner routine. So again, dining room, very minimal. You do have the baseboards and all those detailed stuff, but I always fit it in there. So we'll talk about that too. Anyway, I digress. So I did try my very best to get to whatever zone she was in. But when I couldn't physically go into that zone because of all the clutter, I would do the zone that was closest to the door at that point in time, just to give me like an entry inch by inch kind of entryway to that thing. For example, I couldn't get to my dining room. It was more like a nook or whatever. So I would work, instead of the dining room, I would work on that hallway that led to the dining room, and so on and so forth. Anyway, so I did the 15 minutes of that, and by God's grace, got it all cleared out, and it was a normal apartment and everything like that. So that was super fun. Then eventually, not because of I was over it, because by then I've enjoyed my home. I started decorating it and doing all these fancy things with curtains and different stuff like that. I was still pretty much like not a minimalist. Like today, I lean more minimalist. I did still have a lot of stuff, but it wasn't like hoarder status, let's say. And not making light of any hoarder kind of thing. I know that's a serious thing. I'm just saying my home was really that bad. Like you couldn't see the floor at all. So when I finished with that, I still had a lot of stuff, like lots of curtains, lots of sheets, lots of this, lots of that. Where now I don't even have two pairs of sheets. Please don't judge me. It's on purpose. I don't need it. Like I wash it, I put it back on, and it's not a problem. Okay, everything's fine. Everything's fine. The children do though have more than one. They have two sets. That's because they're children and things happen. But if it were up to me, just saying. Anyway, so now I'm like the total opposite. I took clutter. I don't know. No thanks. Makes me uncomfortable, itchy, everything like that. But like it's a process, right? With anything, the more you do it, the more comfortable you are, the more you get. So, but you can stop until whenever you feel comfortable. Like right now, I understand I went to a specific extreme to the tune of I don't even have decorations on my wall. I'm just now starting to do it. If this counts, I don't know. It's a calendar. But in my bedroom, I've started to put some stuff there for my husband and I to look at, and in the living room. So I'm getting there. It's a process. I started to put flowers again, all of that. So hello, football crazy. How are you? Hello. We're talking about the Flylady system, and yeah, and how to make it better and simplify it. How's everything going today? Are you having a heat wave, or is it cool where you are? I hope everything is going well and you enjoy your Labor Day. Yeah, so then yeah, so now I'm trying to get back more regular status. So then eventually we did move to another apartment. And then in that apartment, I started to do the 31 baby steps, only because I wanted to say that I did it, the Flylady system, from the 31 baby steps. It's not mandatory that you start with the Flylady system. I mean, with the 31 baby steps, but it is like a little bit baby steps to get you in the habit. And since it was like a new home, I figured what better way than to start, make sure I touch everything and I don't lose my good habits. Because with the other apartment, I was doing the zones, but I wasn't doing like the missions or the focuses or any of that. I was starting, I think towards the end, I was starting to do some missions there, but not fully. As I said, I was working full time outside the home. It was a bit challenging in and of itself. So then new apartment, whatever, I started integrating more of the Flylady system, and I did start with the 31 baby steps. I did start with shining my sinks. So I have both experience with that. Okay, football crazy. Right now we're talking about the Flylady system, which is a cleaning system for a cleaning system that you can use in your home. I'm not sure. It's mainly like for homemakers, though I'm sure that dads and everyone else can use it as well, and even children, I'm sure, to some extent. I'm not sure if it's school hours or if you're homeschooled or anything like that. But thank you for joining my live, and don't know if your mom's around and wants to join and learn more about the Flylady system, or YouTube, whatever. Everyone's welcome here. And yeah, so this is a live, by the way, for people, future people watching this video. I'm talking about the Flylady system and how to simplify for your home. Okay, so now that you have that background story, now I'm sure that you were convinced that if I can do it, you can do it too. And some of my tips to simplify the Flylady system even better is to take the days that she gives and make them fit for you. Don't reinvent the wheel. Please do not reinvent the wheels. The days are perfect as humanly possible that we can get. I know that there's no such thing as people perfection or whatever, but as close as we can get to it. She has the Renew Your Spirit Day. She has the Family Fun Day. She has Car and Purse Day, and also Date Night. They also have is Errand Day, and in addition to that, Anti Procrastination Day, also Planning Day, Desk Day, whatever you want to call it, and the Weekly Home Blessing. All of these, be sure to include them to yours. Now, where I've made my little tweaks at is that originally, like I said, I've been researching the system. When I learn about something, I dive into it very, very deep. Originally, and if I find a link, I will put it down below. Marla had an off day. Yes, an off day in addition to the weekends, a day where you can just play and do your hobbies and have fun and don't worry about cleaning this or missions that, just your routines, right? And then that day turned into anti-procrastination day, right? And or sorry, I believe that the Tuesday was a free day. Yes, Tuesday was free day, and then Wednesday was desk day. So desk day would be the days where you clean your fridge, plan your week, plan your menu, check your budget, and everything like that. And the things that we're doing on planning and play day, we used to do it on Wednesdays, anti procrastination day. That's called now. In addition, we will also clean our fridge. I'm not sure why she decided to split it up like that. I get, you know what? Now that I think about it, my desk days last so long, like over 4 hours. So it could be that it was a bit long, because it's long. You clean your fridge, and then you make your meal plans, and then you shop. I shop my groceries, because some of them, some groceries I do pick up, so I'll shop my groceries. Then I go into my budget. Then I have an inbox, like all the mail that has been going through the week, so I'll handle those inboxes, and I have my planner, and then I plan the weeks to come. So it's quite an extensive process, and it's even hard to do with the boys. I have to split it up between nap time and give them some quiet playing time. And even then, I find myself that after they're going to sleep, I'm still doing desk day. But I rather it, because on Tuesdays I get off and I don't have to worry about this and that. So that's the only thing. Make sure that you incorporate all the days. Try it the standard way first, and once you get standard, not the old one that she used to do, but this one that she's doing now, because it is easier. I did start with that way also, in the sense that you get it's called plan and play, so you still get some time off later on after you finish planning. And then anti-procrastination day, you will do something, one thing that is bothering you for anti-procrastination day. I don't know if she still cleans the fridge on anti-procrastination day, because originally we used to do everything that day. But in case that she doesn't, please do it that day or on Tuesday, whatever works best for you. So don't take it on all at once. Try to get the hang of it first. And then if you decide that you do want the extra off day, that's when you can begin to shift things. Because if you try it the original way, it might be overwhelming for the first day. I don't know why my ear is itching. So then, yes, so those are those things. So anyone can do those systems. So don't reinvent the wheel. But if you can't if it doesn't make sense for you to do weekly home blessing on Mondays, because you'd rather your family go into the weekend with the floors clean and everything like that, we do mop on weekly home blessing days. If you rather your family be home in the weekend with a dust-free house, I suggest moving the weekly home blessing to Friday. Let's say there's a errand day, you can't do your errands on Thursday for whatever reason. I don't know, swimming lessons, soccer practice, tennis, whatever. feel free to move that to a different day as well. But don't just go into the week, and I know you won't, but just say, don't go into the week and say, oh, I don't feel like doing my groceries today. I guess I'll move it to Wednesday. No, please. Well, today is Wednesday. That's a bad example. I guess I'll move it to Friday. Please don't. If you do plan to move your days around, don't. First of all, I wouldn't suggest to keep moving them around because you might forget. Make that the exception, not the rule. And then if you do move it before. Whatever you committed to this week, it's set in stone. Just try. I understand things come up, but if nothing came up, let's not just let our feelings get in the way. So we'll say that. And then in the next week, if you will, this actually didn't work for me at all. Then on that day, planning day, you now make a new schedule for the next time. But for this time, it's already done. And let's just keep our word. And next time, now we know better, do better sort of stuff. But yeah. So that's something I can tell you to help to simplify the Flylady system. Another thing is you can embrace the missions. They are so much fun. I loved doing missions all the time. They're super duper fun. I don't do them as often anymore though, and not because I got bored of them or it's too much work. It's not. You go on the Flylady website, you find the missions, and they're like a fun, like a fun adventure if you wanna believe that. It's cleaning stuff that has to be done around your home anyway, and it's like a scavenger hunt. You never know what you're gonna get. You only know that they're related to the zone that you're in that day. That's it. And I guess you can get a sneak peek of the week. She has a sneak peek of the week, but the week before that is like a total mystery. And it makes sense for her to give the sneak peek of the week so we can plan into it. So I don't do them anymore. Not because I don't like them, but for example, this week we're in the kitchen and she had a mission that says to clean the utensil drawer. And if there's any crumbs or anything in there or anything caked on or goopy, just clean it. And I love that mission. I remember I used to do it all the time and it was so much fun. But I looked in my utensil drawer this week and there was nothing there to clean. First of all, we have like 3 utensils. Yeah. What? Who said that? We don't have very many utensils. And so it's easy to keep clear. It's easy to see. And it's just, I get in the habit of if I see any debris or anything, I just give the drawer a little shake, shake, shake. I take out the utensils, shake, 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 and everything is good to go. You'll get to a point like that too, and it's gonna be like, what? This mission is already done for me, and that's gonna be so much fun when you do get to that place. In those days, I suggest, if you still want to keep the missions, just do like do a pamper mission instead. She has pamper missions too, and those are super fun. And if you already did the pamper mission for the week, then you can do a bonus pamper week that you make up by yourself, or you can have a list of things that you want to do for when those things happen for your mission. So for those reasons, I don't really do the missions like that anymore because it's happened to me more often than not that, oh, look at this mission. Oh, but it's already done. And you'll get to that point too. But it's always worth to take a look at them. And in the beginning, I always recommend doing the missions. Okay. Just looking at the time here, it's 12:29. If people are gonna come in and talk to me, I'll keep going. Otherwise, we'll make this like a part 2. So I'll talk a little bit longer, one more tip. And if anyone has any questions, comments, concerns, or anything between Dan and this next tip, we can continue into 1. Normally we're here from 12 to 1, but otherwise what I think I'm going to start doing, at least until this picks up momentum. So please do share the link if you would be so kind, for future references. We're here Wednesdays from 12 to 1. If 1 to 2 is better for you, that also works for me too. But by 2:30, I have to go because my boys, will need me, and they nap now by God's grace. So while they're napping, those are the times that I am available. Otherwise, I don't know. And maybe I'll put a poll to see if it's better 12 to 1 or 1 to 2. I don't mind either way. So I'll get into this tip. And if there's any comments, questions, concerns, excitement in the chat, we can keep going until 1. Otherwise, I guess I'll leave it at that and then turn it into a video that anyone can enjoy later. So if you're watching this later, hi, thanks for tuning in. Okay. Another thing I would suggest about the Flylady system, and especially if you're starting off, don't bite off more than you can chew, please. Now, I'm not saying you have to start with the 31 baby steps. One time I did and one time I didn't. If you go back to the beginning of the video, I explained all of that. Both ways were fine. But since I have tried both ways, I'll tell you this. If you're the kind of person that both ways you will see progress. If you're the kind of person that you need to see progress by even say the first week, or you lose motivation, and I'm talking about like big progress because both show progress, then go with the jumping in, right? But when you jump in, don't take the focus and the mission and the zones and the routines and the this. I wouldn't do that because it's overwhelming. I would start with the routines, which are all laid out on her website, and maybe another day we'll go into them in detail if you like this kind of topic. We'll start with the morning routine, afternoon routine, evening routine, if you can handle those three. Otherwise, even focus on one of the routines, right? Do it for a couple of days a week, you know yourself. And then I would add the zone first. The zone. The focus is super important. They will simplify your life and everything like that. Your whole entire life, not just your home. Why the zone then, right? If the focuses make your life, or foci, some people say foci. If the focuses make your life so much easier, because the zones, you see drastic results in your home. Let's say your home is very cluttered, and then you want to see a dent, you want to keep feeling motivated. If you do the zone, you will see that dent even by the end of the first day, because believe it or not, you can get so much done in the first 15 minutes. So if you're that kind of person, I need to see big progress and I need to see it fast. Don't do the 31 baby steps, at least not right away, and jump in with the routines. Try that for like 2-3 days and then add the zones. Boom. Routines, zones. Eventually you're gonna add the focus, because you don't want to leave that out. That's super duper important. That has changed my life completely with the Flylady system. But first, do the zones. And if you have no clutter, you have to keep decluttering until there's no clutter, because you can't clean clutter. Now, I'm talking about for that zone. So if you decluttered your bathroom, let's say, you can now start deep cleaning your bathroom. And don't worry, it's not going to get murky or swampy or gooky, because every day we do the swish and swipe, which again I can cover in another video. But essentially is where we clean our bathroom every single day for mine takes like 2 minutes or less. I do only have one bathroom, full disclaimer, but it's just where you swish, you swipe the, what's this called, the sink, and then the tub, and then you swish the toilet. And that's the swish and swipe, and you're doing that every single day, so your bathroom is not getting worse. Maybe it's not getting as better as you would like it to, but it's definitely not going to be like dirty, like not the sink, not the tub, not the toilet. And then later on we'll get to the deep clean. So once you finish decluttering your bathroom, you don't have to keep decluttering the rest of your house before you can clean your bathroom. When you get to the bathroom zone, you will start cleaning your bathroom, and then you'll keep decluttering the other zones. But yes, so do keep it simple. Don't take on more than you can take. I'll address the other part of us that needs to take baby steps. Baby steps are super crucial and important, especially if you get overwhelmed easily and you feel like, oh, this is too much. Because if you go to Marla's website right now and look, it looks like too much. But it's not. It's a couple of easy steps. Once you begin to incorporate them, you will see that it's a flow, it's a smooth, it's a routine. It looks like a long laundry list of things, but I promise you, it's not. You will be done so fast. I think I have a video of that. I did everything, the Flylady system, the whole entire day, and it literally took me less than 2 hours, focus included. It wasn't that day though, but other than that, yeah. For example, one focus is car, purse, and also date night. You clean your car. You, by clean, I mean like take the stuff out that doesn't belong. The purse, the same thing, and that night, date night. And if you know, with again, if that date night doesn't work for you, you can always swap it about or everything like that. Or yeah, so those are things like that. I have a video all about the different tweaks and stuff. I will try to link it down below if I am able to locate it. I do, because I have a ton of video on the Flylady system. You know what? I'll just link the playlist, because in the playlist you will for sure find that video, because all my Flylady videos are a Flylady playlist. So if I were to look for the video individually. I'm not sure that I'll find it because I have so many Flylady ones, but I will link it in the description down below. Got a link, so be sure to check that out if you're watching this replay later. Then so if you are those kind of people, start with the baby steps. The baby steps are super fun. They're like a game, and you will find it that way. You won't find it overwhelming. You will see progress. I think by like week 3, I believe, or week 3 or like the middle of the second week, it was like, whoa, this is some big progress there. Um, so that's the baby steps. Again, I will link those down below too if you want to start that way. But just kind of depends what kind of person you are, your personality, and what you gravitate towards. I just don't want you to give up because this system is amazing. Like I said, I've been doing it for years and it's such an amazing system. So do please try either one if you're looking to start. If you're already doing the Flylady system and you fell off the wagon, then start again. That's the beauty about it. You don't have to wait till Monday. You don't have to wait till next month. You don't have to wait till the new year. You can literally start wherever you are, even the same day. You can start with the afternoon routine. If you messed up the morning routine, don't have to worry about that. Or if you didn't do the morning or afternoon, do the evening one. It's not that deep, but it is a very wonderful system. I know you're going to love it. And now the time is 12:36. I've been yammering on for 36 minutes. I hope that you got something out of it. I will put the video for replay later. I hope you got any tips later on this week. I'm going to be doing a poll to see if we would like the 12 or 1. Typically Wednesdays is when we go live. If you feel strongly about another day, you can leave that in the comments and I'll take it into consideration. But the times won't change. It will either be from 12 to 1 or 1 to 2. So you can let me know in the comments down below when I post this as a replay later. And I hope that you really learned something, got something out of value out of this video. I'm a little sad that I couldn't interact with you guys as much today, but hopefully next time. And I do want to know if the chat is working. So for I guess the next minute, if the chat is not working for you, put a little party emoji. It still lets you to send emojis. And if it is, then put a little heart emoji. I'll take that to mean I'm shy, but I'm here. All right. I'll wait like I think it's like 30 more seconds to the next minute. So I'll just wait the 30 seconds. And if not, then I'll know for next time to poll. Maybe this isn't a good time for you guys. I don't know. I don't know. I just kind of randomly started doing this and I've been sticking to it, but I never really asked if this is a good day or a good time, and I'll do that moving forward. But hopefully you can catch the replay and hopefully you got some tips out of it. Yeah. Anyway, I see no emojis. So thank you so much for watching. Until next time, to God be the glory. Bye.